So greetings, it's Mike from livemyassoff.com. Let's see, I'm at Bergstrom, I think is what it's called. So this is the Austin airport, and flew in here for some meetings with Dell, a great world-class company, and a lot of interesting stuff will be coming both on this channel about sort of my role in how we have this amazing global user group as part of my my job as the president of the VC user group, but also as part of my job at USD. But more importantly, I want to thank Rona for reminding me to do a video of being here, so thank you for that, that's good. And I also wanted, this is going to be the start of the, I can barely see because I'm in the sun here, but going to be the start of a bunch of videos that start today and go for the next couple of weeks. And actually there'll probably be more because I do one a day, but I shoot more than one video a day, but I only upload one a day. My travels between here, so from here I'm going to Houston, and then from Houston over to Taipei, Taipei over to Manila, where I meet Gracie, and then from Manila, she and I are going over to Puerto Princesa on the island of Palawan, and have some adventures over there. So I am like totally stoked. Let me just tell you something about Austin. What a great city. First of all, the people here are fantastic. I have had a great experience with people that I've met just from the Midwest. I remember I lived in St. Louis, and for this guy who like loves the beach and loves the sun and that sort of thing, I loved St. Louis. It was inexpensive. The people were amazing and great quality of life. But the exception was every day I woke up and I was in St. Louis, so that didn't work for me. California was definitely a much better spot, so I got to move back there. But I got to tell you, man, I am so charged up. We just had a wonderful, wonderful meeting, and I got to tell you, if you have the opportunity to work with a company that truly listens to their customers, I mean, look, no company's perfect, right? No company has perfect customer service. You know, 1-800-THAT-company. It's not always awesome. But if you can get the opportunity to talk to people who like actually run a company, leadership in a company that listen and execute on recommendations that come from the customers, I encourage you to take advantage of that to the best of your ability. So for example, if someone says, no, I really want to hear what you have to say, give that, from a company, give that person every single piece of constructive criticism. And by that I mean saying, okay, here's what's wrong, but here's my solution for you. Don't just bitch, don't just say what's wrong. Because I'm telling you, man, if you do sit there and say, you know, this isn't working for me, or this isn't working for my buddies that also use your product, which is another part of being part of a user group for me, but if you have that opportunity to do that, I gotta tell you, in my experience, it's been wildly successful. Because at the end of the day, if they're not gonna listen to their customers, they're not gonna be around that long. So Dell, for me, in my experience, has been one of those companies. It's imperfect right now, for sure. And from my vantage point, the solution that we used to get from initially the company VCE, and then EMC that got VCE, and then Dell Technologies that's now bought it, there's some bumps for sure, you know, because the companies are merging, but the cool thing is, dude, the trajectory is in the right direction. And I've talked about that on some other videos about like it's the trajectory. And that's really good. And okay, so that's like business or whatever. Well, how does that relate potentially to me living my ass off? If I'm open-minded enough to listen to other people that are like, you know, Mike, I saw you engaged in this behavior, or, you know, I had this experience, Mike, but here's what I learned from it. If I can be open-minded enough and open-eared enough to be able to listen to that, then I can really, really, you know, have a better life. And again, the trajectory, right? Always towards better. And so I'm really excited about that. The other nice thing too about Austin is it's warm, and I like warm. San Diego has not been a good weather place for me since about October. This winter, for whatever reason, we're having an El Nino or a La Nina or whatever is the excuse for Mother Nature not providing me with the exact weather that I prefer. But I got to tell you, man, it's nice and warm here. The sun is out. I don't know if you can see. I mean, it's just like so beautiful over there. Not a cloud in the sky. It's just been fantastic, and it's been really great to be here. And like so many places that I go to, I gotta tell you, as I'm leaving, I think to myself, man, I wish I could spend some more time here. It'd be really cool to like meet some more people and go to some really cool places. I didn't get a chance to take a video of it, but if you do get a chance, Google the domain. And the short sort of summary of it is it's a nice, really big mall in the sense that it's got a whole bunch of shops, but it's got a bunch of condos, and it's got a Westin hotel that we stayed there. And I'm like, you know, video of a Westin. I mean, how many times have you seen a Westin, right? I mean, it's a standard sort of, you know, Starwood, you know, hotel slash Marriott property, decent customer service. You know, it was like $300 a night or whatever. So it's, you know, standard business hotel, and you know, so that was, you know, that was an okay experience. But the experience of Austin, I remember being here like 6, 7, maybe even 8 years ago, and I was like, God, this place is great. I was here in September the last time, and it was nice and warm, and for me anyway. I mean, a lot of people are like, yeah, it's too hot and it's too, you know, it's too humid, that sort of thing. But for me, it rings. They're like, oh yeah, I'm digging this place. So, so anyway, I'm just checking in from here. I wanted to get this up to let you know that the journey begins now, and hopefully the additional videos that will come is part of me showing you what's going on, and how I'm truly living my ass off, and how I get to live my ass off. And I don't take this life for granted. Again, like I've said before, this is not a dress rehearsal. I'm trying to do the best I can with the awareness I have, make people smile along the way, and hopefully I'm doing that to some degree to you guys. It's really neat. I love this one vlogger, 20 seconds in Thailand, right? So Thailand Rob. And one of the things that I've always loved about his channel, and I swear I started watching his videos when he maybe had like 10 or something like that. And he's, I think, like 2, maybe 3 years into living in, maybe in his second year of living in Thailand. And anyway, so Rob, you know, he's always said, look, if I make you smile, give me a thumbs up, kind of thing. And I love that, because, I mean, at the end of the day, I wake up and it's like, how can I add value? And if I can do that by making you smile, well, all the better, right? So thanks for that reminder in a lot of your your videos, Rob. That's like really cool. I haven't given him a shout out in a long time, actually, and he's one of the main reasons why I really love Thailand so much, because I can kind of be there without physically being there. I can watch his videos. So I'll put a link to his channel below, actually, which would be kind of cool. And he's currently in Phuket, and so if you're into that place, he can definitely give you some, you know, tips and recommendations and that sort of thing. And as part of this trip, I will be heading to Thailand, but that's about 2.5 weeks, probably 3 weeks from now. I got to go to Bangkok. I did some videos before about Bangkok and using BTS and that sort of thing, so I don't know if I'm going to repeat that. But I got to do some banking, so maybe I'll do some exploring there. And unfortunately, to do that correctly, I've tried things over the phone that don't get done. So if you sit face to face with someone, they absolutely get done at banks in Thailand. So I'll be going down to get down to my bank in Jomtien, and we'll be going through that. So anyway, I hope where you're ever watching this, I hope you're safe and happy, and I hope you're living the dream. And it's Mike's from LiveMyAssOff.com saying thanks a lot for watching. I totally appreciate it. Let me know if there's anything I can do to make you smile. Have an amazing day. Ciao. Okay, so you may not be able to hear me, but it's Mike's from LiveMyAssOff.com, and I am in the world's smallest little subway car. If you can check this out, it's like just me in here, and I'm going to Terminal D. And this is one of these unmanned car thingies. It's pretty cool, man. It's like, you know, we just cruise along a little track, and I go from one terminal to the next. And I'm heading over to D&E for international. There we go. And I'm going on one of my favorite airlines. I don't know if you can see that. Let's wait for some light here. There you go. EVA Air. And then I am on the way to Taipei, and then from Taipei over to Manila. So this is actually pretty exciting. I've never been to Houston before. I can tell you that while I have been to, it is so dark right here. Sorry about that. I actually don't know if this one has a flash on this side. That's one of the things that I do like actually about the blue, is that it's got a flash on either side. So anyway, I am at Terminal D&E, international arrivals. So we'll wait for this door to open here. This is like kind of cool, dude. It's like I got my own little subway, right? It's pretty cool. All right, off we go. Okay, so greetings. I've made it through check-in and through security, and I'm on my way to my gate, which is off here to the left. And my flight leaves in like 3 hours, but I'm here early. And I'm here, in fact, I'm here so early that everything is closed, and I have plenty of places to sit, which I suppose is fantastic. Thank God I'm not hungry. And when any luck, my flight will leave on time, which is like 12:30 in the morning. And right now it is like, I think it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. So I should be good. The most awesome part though is that I got here early like I usually do, and it was definitely worth it because I got an emergency exit row seat on the aisle, which means basically an infinite amount of legroom. I'm in row 45 Delta, and I've sat there before. It is fantastic because it's sort of towards the front of the plane. Row 45, believe it or not, is towards the front of the plane. These planes are massive, and I believe it's 3, 4, and 3 is the seating configuration. And I haven't flown this flight before. I've never left through Houston, but I'm telling you, I mean, most airports are the same, right? But it's so spread out, and international is so away from domestic. And this is nothing like LAX. I mean, I would say this airport is physically larger than LAX, but nowhere near. I mean, look at this. There's no one here, man. This is fantastic. I'm a huge fan. Plus my own personalized little, little subway thing. It was kind of just kind of fun. So anyway, I'm going to pass out here. And then in about, let's see, so I got 3 hours for the flight, and then I got a 13 or 14 hour flight. So that means that basically in about 18, 19 hours, I'll upload my next video from Taipei. So anyway, it's Mike from LiveMyAssOff.com saying I hope you're living the dream, because if you're not living the dream, you're doing it wrong. Ciao.